So to get us started, I'm going to hand the mic over to Chris Martin, who's our host at this location. Where did he go? There he is. I'm going to hand it over to Chris to tell us a bit about his operation here and some of the equipment that we're going to see this afternoon.
Oh, my notes are over there, though.
Oh, no. Do you need me to run and get them?
That's fine.
All right. Nice and slow.
In here? What's this guy?
That's for Rebecca's camera.
Okay.
Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome here. It's great to see so many of you come out today. We really appreciate everyone coming from, some of these are close neighbors I see, and some come from quite a distance. On behalf of Marhaven and our crew, which I'd like to introduce now, we got Luke over here, Jason, my brother Scott is somewhere, I don't see him right now. Oh, there he is. Also my partner in Marhaven. Who am I missing? Braden. Yeah, where's Braden? Braden, come on, put your hand up. Without, and Becky, our bookkeeper's right here. Without these folks, it would be impossible to do what we do around here, so we greatly appreciate each one of them. We started in the hay business, what I call the commercial hay business, in 2006. It was pretty small potatoes at that point. We exported a couple loads to Pennsylvania, and that was about it. To date, we've expanded quite a bit. We built this building in 2017 and built the big warehouse behind us in 2020 and 2022. It's about 40,000 square feet. We can hold about 11,000 3x4s in that building back there, and you're welcome to look around. And just for interest's sake, I look back in my notes, and I don't recall exactly when the CFGA meeting was in Mississauga and went to Fritz's place. Was that 2011-ish or 12? 12? That was my first CFGA meeting that I went to, and I give a lot of credit to the CFGA and what it's done for us. We were new producers, didn't know anybody in the hay business really, and that was the first one we attended, or I attended, and I've been to many more since. And it was in 2014 when we had the privilege to go to Norfoyn and see their great operation, Luke, and that's where the dryer, our whole Chinook dryer idea started. So that journey started in 2014, and in 2017 we built this dryer right here behind us. It's still running. We've made significant changes to them. We're in the third generation of dryers today, and we've sold them into 3 countries, mostly into the United States. Obviously there's a bunch in Ontario, Quebec, and we have the first one that we are currently installing in Europe at the moment. So that also was, you know, credit to being a part of the CFGA. So if you're wondering what there's to see or do there, then talk to one of us and we can enlighten you there. As far as the press and everything goes here, I'll let Jaye and Fritz speak to that. I'll be around. I don't have a long spiel prepared here, but I'll be around. If you want to talk to dryers, talk about dryers, I'll be happy to talk to you about that. And thanks again, everyone, for coming, and we appreciate you being here with us today.
All right, I'd like to welcome up next Jaye Fisher. He is the president of the Hay Press Company, and he's going to talk to us a bit about this machine behind us. So nice and slow so that the echo has time to dissipate a little.
Dude, you want lots of echoes? Is that what you said? No, no echoes.
Slow so it doesn't echo.
Right. Okay. My name is Jaye Fisher, as you heard. I'm also a hay grower down in Burlington, Ontario, not too far from here. And I'm the lucky fellow that gets to be president of the Hay Press Company, Inc., which is the company that owns the hay press here behind us. just for clarity, we're a bit convoluted but incestuous up here. The press is owned by a group of 15 of us that put up the money to buy it. It's operated under contract by Marhaven, and the export co-op contracts with us to press the hay that they then export. But when you got to a board of directors meeting, you always have to ask, oh, this group of people, which meeting is it tonight? Because it's almost the same group of people. And I really think that, there's a driving force in the hay industry in Ontario, and, Fritz and Chris and a number of others that are on all these boards are indeed that driving force. And we're very thankful that they're working on behalf of all the Ontario farmers and all the co-op members. So, as for the hay press, it is both a conversion press, convert big bales into small bales, and a compaction press. So we can convert them into not just small bales the same size as you're sitting on. As conversion, we would make them about 40 pounds. For export hay, we would make them 65 pounds. Same size package, 65 pounds. And that allows us to put 26 metric ton in a shipping container, which is the maximum load for optimal shipping for shipping overseas. So this machine will do both, but the bales look the same until you try to put your fingers behind the straps there. You may think they're tight right now. They're really tight, and we have to put an extra strap on for our export hay. So just a few operational details on the press. Outside this building, there is a container with a large generator in it, 600 volt three-phase generator. It supplies all the hydro for the operation of the press, except for a little bit of barn power to run the PLCs, the control unit. So all the power comes from out there. In that plywood room there is the heart of the unit. There is a series of electric motors and pumps in there, 7 of them that run the press, and another one for circulation. Huge oil tank. When we filled it, we had to bring the truck in and pump it in, and we use a tote to top it up from time to time. So next, the press, actual press you see out here is the operating part. Bales go on this side, either 3x3 or 3x4 bales. Behind us there, you'll see where they're cut into slabs. They're either cut twice for a 3x4 bale or once for a 3x3 bale. And the slab you see pushed out there with 2 strings on it is what is fed continuously into the rest of the press. So those 2 strings are then cut, and it goes into the main body of the press. The amount that goes into the next stage is weighed. So we set that, whether we want a 40-pound bale coming out or a 65-pound bale, we just adjust the computer. It pushes it into what we call a log, which comes out the other end here where those blue strapper units are. That bands the log, which would be 3 of these bales. And then that log is pushed into the unit just over here, and it's pressed across another knife, and we make either, in this case, there would be 3 bales out of that, but we can make it into 2 bales. They'd just be a little bigger, but harder to handle. This is our primary product right here. From there, it goes into our bundling unit, which is this system here. And from the bundling unit, in order to make the cubes that are easily mechanically handled, we move 2 bundles over onto the wrapper, which is back by the door there, and wrap it together, and you have a bundle of 18 bales. 2 of them together, about the same as a bale bearing size, and somebody didn't turn their phone off. I wonder who that could be. Oh, that is important. So that's the basic functioning of the press.
So with that, I'd like to ask Fritz Trauttmansdorff to give us an update on the Ontario Hay and Forage Co-operative. They're all yours, Fritz.
Okay. Hello, everybody. So I'm Fritz Trauttmansdorff, the chair of the Ontario Hay and Forage Co-operative, Inc. It's a co-op we founded in 2016. It grew out of the Ontario Forage Council Export Committee, and Ray was instrumental of helping us getting that all going. And the idea of the co-op was, and still is, to facilitate overseas export for Ontario hay, which is very difficult to do as an individual farmer, but we thought as a group we can band together and make that work. And but it needed certain conditions to make that feasible for Ontario. And one of the things is dryers, to have consistent dry hay. And with the Chinook dryers, that part of it came along and really helped out. The second part is overseas shipping rates needed to be competitive between Atlantic and Pacific. And with the widening of the Panama Canal and the Suez Canal deepening, you have in the Atlantic and in the Pacific the same size container ships now, and basically the prices are competitive most of the time. So we can play what we can say on an even playing field. The third thing you see behind you, you need a double compaction press and the organization to run it and all that. So we said, yeah, we are able to create those conditions now and get Ontario to play on the international market for hay. And so we started that up in a serious way about 2 years ago and started to go to Dubai. Went quite well. It was cheaper to ship it to Dubai than to truck it to Florida for a while. And till in the Middle East, they decided to shoot at the ships, and then the whole thing blew up on us. So right now we are in a process of trying to get it going again and find other markets in Europe and so on to keep the co-op alive and keep the volume going through here. We also work with growers, what to grow, how to grow it. For example, we started double cropping Timothy, where we put pure Timothy in the ground in fall after we take the beans off. Take one cut off in June, and then put beans right back into it and kill the Timothy, you know. So use basically a program similar to winter wheat for herbicides, pesticides, and fertilizer, and had some pretty good results with it, you know. Now I was just talking to the DLF guys and some other seed guys too. There are double cut Timothy varieties coming on the market now, and I just put a bunch in on my place for a test and to try it out. And if that really works, that would go a long way again to bring us forward in that industry. You know? So we have about 65 co-op members, and quite a few of them are pretty serious hay growers. And we have a board of directors. Chris is on, and Jamie, myself, and a bunch of guys, mostly hay seeds, you know. And the co-op also has been helped by other people quite a bit from the industry, like Noon and Spear Seeds, and a lot of people helped us and sponsors us and helped us get going. We did a very extensive international market study, And that's our basis, how we want to proceed. Looking forward, we probably want to set up, if we can get the finances together, a marketing arrangement in Dubai where we rent a warehouse, hire somebody to sell for us, and then we also want to hire somebody here to help us aggregate the hay, inventory the hay, and work with the farmers to secure our supplies. And then we need a bunch of operating money in between, so those are the next steps we're working on right now. And I'll make that short. That's basically all I have to say. I'm open to questions. And oh no, Christine said questions are later, right?
How much has the co-op grown since you first started it?
Pardon?
How much has the co-op grown member-wise?
Well, member-wise, I think we started with 10 or so. And over time, quite a few people joined. So we are now at, how many members? We have 73, I think. Pardon?
You said 65?
Yeah, I think it's a little more now already. Yeah. The membership is a one-time fee of $1,000.
And next up, I want to call Jaye from Agriculture Credit Canada. Agriculture Credit Corporation, ACC. I'll let him tell you what the acronym is, but he would like to share some of what they have to offer to help hay growers.
Thank you. Everybody hear me okay? Yeah? I got 2 teenage daughters I raised. I can ramp it up if you want. So we're not here. We don't process. We don't tell you what the best quality is or the seed. What our company does is actually finance it. So if you're growing hay, wheat for straw, we can finance it. There's 2 programs that are out there, and I'll make it real short and sweet. There's cards over there. You can pick one up and call us if you want to know more about it. We offer the commodity loan program, which is a provincial government program that allows you to borrow money for operating loans at prime. You can get up to $750,000 under that program. There's also a second program called the Advanced Payments Program. And under that program, you can get up to, this year it's $250,000 interest-free to grow crops, and another $750,000 at prime. So you can get up to $1 million on the whole program. So right now, we don't know what it's going to be for the upcoming year. We're hoping it's going to be, we're having meetings with CFA and a whole bunch of different groups. We're hoping it's going to be $350,000 interest-free. So I spoke a couple of weeks ago at the OFA conference in Toronto, and my bottom line was this: when you get tired of paying interest, come and see us. And we've got some great folks on the other end. We've got some folks that know what you're talking about. We farm too. I'd like to thank everybody that drove here today, because I'm looking for a new pickup truck, and all I have to do is drive around out here. I get to see every make, model, size, color. Anyway, so thank you for that. But again, I'm going to kick around a little bit. Scott Clark, one of our vice presidents, is here, and grab one of us or grab a card and give us a call, and we'd be very happy to talk to you. And thanks for the opportunity to speak.